China just built a vehicle that splits into two separate machines mid-journey, with one half flying and the other half driving itself to a charging station, and that is not even the most impressive thing on this list. Number 8. The Munich. This electric motorcycle weighs 45 kilograms, makes no sound, produces zero emissions, and travels across terrain that destroys every other vehicle that attempts it. The Munich uses a rear track combined with a front ski that distributes weight so efficiently it glides over surfaces rather than sinking into them. Deep snow that swallows snowmobiles is not a challenge. Sand dunes that trap dirt bikes are not a challenge. Mud that stops trucks cold is not a challenge. It climbs 60% slopes, runs for 4 hours on a single charge, and recharges from any standard outlet in 2 hours. Mountain rescue teams are already using them. Wilderness explorers swear by them. Northern tourism operators are replacing loud, polluting snowmobiles with these. The machine does not conquer terrain. It makes terrain irrelevant. Number 7. InMotion V13 Challenger. Forget everything you think you know about electric unicycles because the InMotion V13 Challenger reaches 97 kilometers per hour, covers 200 kilometers on a single charge, and climbs 45-degree slopes. It is faster than most electric scooters, more efficient than urban motorcycles, and fits in spaces where nothing else can. The entire control system runs on body movement. You lean forward to accelerate, backward to brake, sideways to turn. After 10 minutes, it stops feeling like a vehicle and starts feeling like part of your body. The suspension absorbs bumps so smoothly that potholes essentially vanish beneath you. It weighs less than a bicycle, fits under a desk, stands in a closet, and takes any elevator. While everyone else sits trapped in gridlock, you roll out, weave through gaps, and arrive first. Cities were designed around cars, but cars do not fit cities anymore, and this machine is part of the reason why. Number 6. Self-balancing motorcycles. Chinese manufacturers took inspiration from Yamaha's Moid concept and built motorcycles that feel genuinely alive. These machines do not fall over when stopped. Advanced gyroscopes and active stabilization systems hold them perfectly vertical without a rider on board. When you approach, the motorcycle recognizes you through facial recognition integrated into the frame and leans slightly toward you the way a dog greets its owner when you walk through the door. The control system reads body position through embedded sensors rather than traditional handlebars. You shift your weight and it responds instantly. Cornering becomes thought translated directly into motion. For anyone who avoids motorcycles because of balance concerns, this removes the barrier entirely, because the machine handles balance for you. Two-wheel mobility just became accessible to anyone who can sit and lean. Transportation just developed a personality. Number 5. Ultra-terrain vehicles. These Chinese-built extreme all-terrain vehicles look like a tank that had a collaboration with an amphibious creature, and the result is a machine that goes places where geography itself becomes the enemy. 2 meters of snow is not even a challenge. Swamps that swallow trucks, they glide across like hovercraft. Fast-flowing rivers, they swim casually. The secret is giant low-pressure tires that function simultaneously as both wheels and floats, making the whole system amphibious without any complicated conversion process. They climb vertical obstacles up to 70 centimeters, handle 35-degree slopes, and operate in temperatures from -40 to +40 degrees Celsius. Border patrols do not need roads. Mining operations do not wait for bridges. Disaster response teams do not stop for washed-out highways. This vehicle does not need roads. Roads need it. Number 4. Quadruped mobility robots. Now forget wheels entirely. Chinese robotics companies have built legged vehicles inspired by Kawasaki's Koro concept, mechanical machines that walk on 4 legs powered by hydrogen or electric systems, using AI pathfinding to calculate optimal footing in real time. You set a destination, and the machine figures out how to get there across whatever terrain sits between you and it. Wheels work until the terrain becomes too steep, too rocky, or too unstable. Then wheels fail. Legs adapt. These machines climb stairs, cross rubble fields, navigate forests where paths do not exist, and carry loads while doing all of it. Disaster response gains mobility in collapsed urban environments where no vehicle could previously reach. Military logistics operate in places where helicopters cannot land. Scientific exploration reaches ecosystems that wheels would destroy. Transportation just evolved legs. Number 3. Amphibious submarine cars. The Rinspeed Scuba concept made the James Bond submarine car real, and Chinese engineers have built on that foundation with amphibious vehicles that do not just float, they fully submerge and operate underwater. Dual propulsion systems handle both environments, propellers for water, electric motors for land. The scenario is straightforward. You are driving and a bridge is out ahead. Everyone else turns around and adds hours to their journey. You drive to the riverbank, enter the water, and the car transitions seamlessly. Propellers engage, the cabin maintains its air supply, and you cross where roads do not exist. China's geography makes this particularly relevant. Massive river systems, seasonal flooding, and coastal cities where water and land blur constantly. These vehicles do not treat water as an obstacle. They treat it as an alternative road. Number 2. Jetson-style personal EVTOLs. Ground traffic is officially obsolete. Single-seat electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft that anyone can pilot. With 8 independent electric motors, vertical takeoff like a helicopter speeds up to 100 km per hour and 20 minutes of flight time per charge. The stabilization system handles all the complexity automatically, so you do not need pilot training in most jurisdictions. It weighs 86 kilograms without the battery, fits in a standard garage, and assembles in a few hours. An emergency ballistic parachute is included as standard. You are stuck in gridlock. The commute stretches impossibly long. Everyone else sits trapped on pavement. You lift straight up, rise above the congestion, fly a direct route, and arrive first. Flight stopped being something airlines control. It became personal, the way bicycles made ground mobility personal a century ago. Number 1. GAC-GV Airjet. This is the moment transportation stops being flat. GAC, a major Chinese automaker with full manufacturing capability and regulatory relationships, built a consumer flying car that splits into 2 independent operating systems mid-journey. The structure is a passenger capsule mounted on a 4-wheel autonomous rolling platform. The lower section drives, the upper section flies. And the separation happens automatically based on real-time traffic analysis. You do not press a button. The vehicle decides. You enter your destination on a tablet. The system detects congestion ahead, the capsule detaches, 6 foldable rotors deploy, and you lift off. The ground chassis drives itself to a charging station. When you land, another available chassis automatically collects your capsule. No pilot required. No driver required. The system coordinates everything in real time. This is not a startup betting on a concept. This is an established manufacturer with the supply chain and regulatory infrastructure to bring it to production. Cities built around ground-level traffic are suddenly operating in 3 dimensions. Congestion becomes a routing problem solved by altitude. The personal flying car stopped being a promise someone makes about 20 years from now. It arrived. From a motorcycle that makes terrain irrelevant to a car that decides mid-journey whether to fly or drive, every single vehicle on this list is operational right now. Drop a comment telling us which one you would actually ride. Check the end screen right now for more technology breakdowns sitting there waiting.